Ladies and gentlemen, Madison, the Black Eagle.
I might be a little simple, but a donation is a donation. It does not change how I feel about you. It does not change the fact that I no longer buy your product. My money is my power. So if I take your money and you don't change how I feel about you and your institution, then you haven't bought me.
They're trying to buy America, and they are succeeding. And Michael Lomax and UNCF have done a disservice to every black person, not just black people, Democrats, everything that we continually fight up against. How do we stand up and credibly say that we are fighting against voter restriction laws, all of these things, and we accept money from the Koch brothers to what? Educate our black children? Give me a break. I want to cuss so bad. I am so angry right now. And you know what else? I am no longer donating to UNCF. I cannot support. I always say, if I have a problem with you, I'm keeping my money in my back pocket. UNCF this year got their last donation from me.
Dr. Michael Lomax, thank you for coming on. Those are like two sample calls. One very supportive, and the other, you heard her. and as you
have listeners with strong views, Joe.
Oh man, that's what makes this show what it is. But you know what? First of all, let me say something. Two things. One, I really appreciate you coming on. That because a lot of folk would, I don't have to come on. I don't have to talk about it. Decisions made. Boom, boom, boom. Number two, I want you to know that yesterday, and I, we discussed this in our household too, and back and forth. And I played the devil's advocate on both sides yesterday. I did say this, and I said I've known of Michael Lomax for a long time. And I understand the controversy, but if it was anybody but Michael Lomax, I might have a problem. But I know his background. I know the man. I know his politics. And I know there's no way he's going to let the United Negro College Fund be used. Now, that's what I said. So you've heard both strong points of views. How just respond. And I'd like to know, obviously, there was a discussion inside the United Negro College Fund about this, wasn't there?
Oh, absolutely, and the discussions with the donor for almost 2 years. First, let me say that UNCF has held to one principle for 70 years, Joe, and that is that ours is a cause which all Americans should support. And for the last 40 years, in our public service announcements, we've said a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and we've called to action all Americans to support us. And as a result, we have over 100,000 donors in any given year. And, Joe, they represent a wide range of philosophies and backgrounds and religions and races. And they are from one end of the political spectrum to the other, but they agree on one thing. They agree that investing in education is important. The Koch brothers, controversial donors, no question about it, in the news every day, multiple times. But they've been supporting UNCF since 2005 when they acquired Georgia Pacific, an Atlanta-based company, which had been supporting UNCF since 1987. And so there was a tradition, and they picked up on it. And over the last decade, have given well over $1.5 million, and they've supported emergency scholarships. The fact is that today we have a larger crisis for our students. I was at the White House yesterday. The president was talking about the $1 trillion in college debt, which is burdening the lives of young people. Where they're paying for 20 or 30 years the debts to college. They're not buying homes. They're not building assets. And he's trying to reduce the interest rates and to make sure that kids aren't paying more than 10% of their discretionary income. Right. But the fact is that students this debt burden is huge. We're committed at UNCF to ensuring that more African American students get scholarships to go to college, and that our colleges are stronger, and we are redoubling our efforts, tripling our efforts to raise more scholarship dollars and to raise more money for historically black colleges. And last Friday, we announced a donor who was giving $25 million, $18.5 million for scholarships For undergraduates, $5,000 a year, up to $20,000 during the course of their college careers, $10,000 a semester for students in graduate school, and $25,000 awards for PhD candidates. Will it solve the nation's education problem? No, but it's a piece of it, and it's a piece of the work of UNCF. It's one of our 400 scholarship programs. We'll award $100 million in scholarships this year. But for all of that work and all of that impact, 12,000 students, we're going to have to turn down 100,000 students who qualify for our programs. We don't have enough money. So yes, we accepted this gift, and with appreciation. It's a very good gift. It does good things for kids. It gives them a chance to get a college education. It will donate $4 million over the next 2 years to 37 black colleges and enable them to spend the money in whatever way they think is appropriate. But I'm in the money-raising business, Joe. I don't do anything else. I raise money for students to go to college and to keep the doors of colleges open. And got to do it. Now, other people raise hell. Other people raise questions. Other people do all sorts of other raising. My job is money raising. If I don't raise the money, these kids will not go to school. And I'm getting asked a lot of hard questions about this gift.